Hey, my name is Kendrick, and I'm the president of NonToxic Gamers, a nonprofit 501c3 organization dedicated to fighting against toxicity in gaming through education and awareness. That's kind of hard to say sometimes. We need to shorten that. But today, I am with a streamer, and so here's the trick, right? And I'm going to try this. It's a Pina Princessa?
Pinay.
Pinay.
Yes.
Oh, I botched it again. Okay, so PINAYPrincessa, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's close. I know I still botched it. Here's something that you don't know. About 3 months ago, I came to your stream and I was on the NonToxic Gamer account and I sat in your stream because one of the things that I wanted to do for the organization is I felt that the best way for us to fight against toxicity is to find influencers, streamers, YouTubers who actually have these values already, and then to reach out to them and partner with them to see if they would maybe do streams and campaigns to raise awareness and stuff like that. You already have audiences. Our organization is a nonprofit. We're 501(c)(3), completely tax deductible. None of us take salaries, right? So everything we get goes into organization. And so for us, we've literally built this out of our pocket, you know, from nothing. And we were able to kind of partner with DreamHack, and DreamHack showed us love. And so we just kind of got a lucky break, right? And we went and to
awesome.
see us on the charity list of DreamHack with those big name charities was like unbelievable. But we just bootstrapped this thing and just kind of like went with it. And so as I thought through how do we really tackle toxicity, an answer that most people still don't have and we're still struggling to come to terms with, it was to find people like yourself. And so you were one of the first people that I came and I found playing Call of Duty that wasn't full of profanity, that wasn't calling people, you know, hey, your Nick boy, Nick Marks, you just got S on, right? That's, you know, I mean, and so I just sat in your stream and then I sent you a message. I say, you know, do you allow profanity here? And he was like, no, we don't really like profanity and stuff like that. And I was like, what about toxicity? And I just asked you a bunch of questions, never said anything else, never said anything about the organization. And I just made a note. And so you've been on my list for over 3 to 6 months to reach out to you.
Oh my gosh.
And have, so yes, this is a very important day.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And so you're the first, but the thing is, we're not looking for a, like, let's do this one-time interview and then it's over. It's great little thing we did. We're looking for true partners, you know, like we really like so many things you want to do. We would like to take and have on our website listed streamers who we consider safe streamers, safe places for you to play any game, whether you want to play League of Legends, Call of Duty, you know, whatever. And I've met a lot of people in Call of Duty as I played it who were so cool, who didn't believe in toxicity too. And so we tend to think that the majority of the people are just bad people and mean people. But really what I've discovered as I've done this is that most people who are really cool and chill just don't say nothing, and you just hear the people that are just going crazy all the time. So toxicity, everybody's not toxic. It's just you got to get the non-toxic people to start speaking up. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to say that because I didn't want to spoil that because
I'm surprised. Like I didn't know you guys has been watching me.
This has been a very, very important day. Yes. So you are very important to non-toxic. We know you. We discussed it in board meeting and everything. Make sure the board is on the board. And I hope they're in the chat right now checking it out.
I'm thankful.
So so now that I've told you a little bit kind of about the backstory and what we're doing, and this is just one part of it. I'm telling you, we're just getting started. We're gonna fight toxicity with everything we got because people need to be able to play Call of Duty that can't slide cancel.
Yep.
They need an
you know that, chat. You know that.
they need an opportunity to learn, right? And so let's go back. So for you, I know I watched you play COD and I had a good time watching your streams throughout just, you know, since that time when I first discovered you. So tell me, how did you get into streaming? I noticed that your Twitch partner, awesome. Congratulations on becoming a partner. That is something.
Thank you.
So many people want. That purple check is gold and you have to work for it. So tell me.
It's a hard work.
It is. So how did you get started?
So back in 2000, I think it was 2014. So I just got here in the US like 2010. And then I had a baby. And then I was bored and homesick. My family's in the Philippines, so I have no one to talk to. So I started playing on the Xbox. And I saw on the Xbox somebody's streaming, what is it? Battlefield 4. And
Okay.
he's talking with the viewers. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if I could do that too. Like I could talk to other people all over the world so that I won't get bored at home when my baby's sleeping. He's almost 10 years old now, by the way, on August. And yeah, so I started streaming 2014 using Xbox without Kinect yet, without webcam yet, just the Xbox. And then yeah, from then on, I upgraded my setup through the help of my partner, my husband, and
Uh-huh.
my community. And yeah, that's where I started streaming, being bored, and I just wanna talk to the viewers to meet friends and good community
Well, shout out to the
on
community. They
Twitch.
they showed up
Yes,
36 strong, man.
they are crazy.
So
They're supportive.
this is a milestone. You don't realize how special it is. You know, we haven't streamed on this channel in possibly over a year or something like so. This is literally the first stream on this channel. So these people, they showed up for you. These are your people.
They are amazing. Like
Yes,
I can't thank them enough. They are priceless.
yes. Well, let's talk a little bit about because we do want to make sure that we get some good comments from you, and I can let's just be honest. Like if you are if your skin is a different color,
Yeah.
you have a different preference, you have a different gender,
Yeah.
that makes you a target in gaming. And it's not pretty. A lot of times the things that have been said to me based on just my race and the sexism, like Call of Duty, I've heard some very bad things. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
that if you've been able to be successful in a game, you've encountered some toxic people. So do you mind sharing like some of those experiences with?
Oh, I have a lot. So
Yeah.
this is like I am almost 7 years of streaming, and throughout those years, I experienced a lot of people being racist to me and saying, mean stuff like, my eyes is like, is that the piggy bank hole or something, or the COVID is, came from me, or
Yeah.
what is that? Make me a sandwich after I killed somebody in Warzone. They're gonna say
Yes.
that to me, or the B word, something like that, and I just ignore it. I know it's internet, but I just learned to ignore it and laugh at it. And the end of the day, it's just video game. So I'm not gonna meet them again.
Yeah. Was any of that discouraging to you when you started, when you kind of got it? Because you walked into Battlefield. And I don't know if Battlefield is as toxic as COD, but
Yeah.
we know COD's toxic. So was any of that discouraging and make you ever feel like you didn't want to continue because of that?
Like at the very first year, I guess it affected me a bit. But since I found my community, they're my inspiration to keep going and just ignore those people,
Yeah.
and just focus on the people who really supports you.
Yeah. Now, in your experience, not do you still primarily stream Warzone at this point?
Yes, all the time.
All the
That's my
time.
primary game.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So I've this is kind of special because I can relate to you there. Like the number of hours, I think before I gave up, I had like 18 days in the game or 19 days in the game or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
but for me, the game, just sometimes the things I would encounter, and even as a guy, guys, we tend to, kind of pretend that things don't hit us. But man,
Yeah.
sometimes stuff just hits you. It just, think
Yeah, we're
people
only
say,
human,
yeah, yeah.
We get affected.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
so there are some days that people were just so ridiculous. I know to expect it,
Yeah.
but I mean, can we just be honest for a second? Everybody acts like toxicity doesn't hurt people. Like the whole thing is, you say you do messed up things to people, say messed up things to people, and then the community turns around and defends the person who's saying and doing something to somebody else, and saying the person who's getting it done to them needs to just toughen up. I don't think you should have to toughen up to play a game. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of playing games was to be able to have fun. Like
Yeah, it's all about having fun,
yeah. So
After the stressful day.
I just wonder from your perspective, why do you think that people are more likely to defend somebody who's being toxic than somebody who's being harmed by the person that's toxic?
What is the question again? Sorry, I
I,
was looking at the chat.
I said so.
Hi, Lily.
So the question is, why do you think that people are more likely to defend the person that's toxic instead
Oh,
of the person that's
maybe
being harmed?
because maybe because they connect themselves to that person, like
Hmm.
they are going through the same situation, like depression or something.
Yeah.
That's why they are defending those toxic people.
Well,
That's just my opinion.
yeah. Well, I got a trick one for you here, a trick question. So, why do you think people are toxic in the first place?
I don't know. I think it's about what they are going through their life. It's
Yeah.
either about their situation in life that they wanna take it out to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like if they have a problem or something, that's their way of releasing their stress or problem.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something that I like to, because like once again, when it comes to this, so from my perspective, I'm currently reaching out to universities right now to try to get a psychologist or somebody who's a researcher to really like sit down and help me to work through the physical and harmful effects, because the reality is toxicity, and I wish I had the definitions here, but a lot of times toxicity is not just always, what makes it so bad is because it's not like just like always in your face. A lot
Yeah,
of times it's a little bit more subtle, and then in most cases it involves a group of people who are doing it. Like it's more like a gang or mob mentalities, right? And that's kind of your classic coward scenario, right? People get together and they gang up on somebody
yeah,
who they can harm. And so for me, the reality is I've watched a lot of videos, read material and stuff like that. And a lot of times they say, well, people are toxic because they're so invested in the game. And when somebody's not playing well, they felt like they have a lot to lose and they lash out.
yeah,
Can we just say that's bull? And if I cursed, I would say it was bull something else. Because the reality is, what I really have come to find is there are just some crappy people in the world. There are just
yeah,
some legitimately mean people who want to hurt people.
yeah.
And so, in order to combat toxicity, it's not an effective method to just scream back at them, because the reality is you have more to lose. You have your brand, you have everything that you've built. And
That's
so, for you, if you were to engage with somebody who's toxic, you could never go to the depths or level that they go to, because it would make you look bad. So
yep,
you, as a streamer and as a content creator, you typically end up having to take those lashings and just keep on smiling and keep on embracing your audience. But sometimes they leave long-term effects. So one of the biggest things I was trying to figure out is like, how can you effectively address it? And I'll be honest with you, one of my biggest issue with toxicity in Call of Duty is really the company themselves. I really,
yep.
if you think about, okay, I need a moment of silence. You
I'm
finish
here.
you, I gotta breathe here. You finish a game, you run into somebody that was super toxic. You have to scroll through 150 players to find their name because there is no search, right? If you want to
Nope.
report people for being like racist or whatever, when you go into the reporting menu, like the bad stuff is buried 2 menus.
Man.
I mean, to me, it's like with this game, they've done very little to stop what's being, that the toxicity that's kind of like become the identity of the game.
Agree.
What do you think that they could do if you had access to the head of Activision and he would listen and he would take your input and you had an opportunity to make a difference for all the people who are not just the same, right? All the people who
Yeah.
are attacked for whatever protected class, what would you tell them? How would you
I
tell them to
would
fix the
tell
game?
them to remove the hackers and don't allow the racist name or offensive names
Hmm.
and make it just a friendly, game for
Now,
everybody.
now you talk about the racist name. I'll be honest with you. Call of Duty has some weird things. Like there are certain words that are very obvious. Like you can manipulate certain letters and characters. Like people,
Yes,
like
yes.
the reality is like you can spell racist words a certain. It's really kind of a finite way you can do it. And you mean to tell me a company that can build something as amazing as Warzone can't have an algorithm or filters to be able to go in there and document all the racist words? Because think about it, every time that as you're going through this, right, you're still accumulating a list of racist words, right? So if you just keep building that database, and pretty much, and I've been able to do this in my stream. Like at a certain point, I was able to realize what like trolls would put, and I was able to get at a certain point. I had all the words that trolls would ever use, and so they would come to my stream, and they never got through because
Yeah.
they were kind of simple minded, right? So, but for me, I also think about the language features, right? If I say I'm about to mess everybody up, if I say "Okay Google," right? Like half of people's phone, like mine, like everybody just went like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab my phone," because it's able to. If you say that word, it literally is almost universal. These phones are smart enough to pick up that. So why is it that Call of Duty can't put like use AI and stuff like that to be able to detect racist words and be able to detect and ban based on that?
Yeah.
Do you think it's even that serious though? Am I just overreacting or?
I don't know if it's something about because it's COVID right now. Everybody's being bankrupt or something.
Yeah.
Businesses are going down. I don't know if they can't afford to pay someone to do that, or I don't know.
I just think at a certain point it should. I think they have to bear the responsibility, you know.
Yeah.
And so also for you, what other things now? I know that you like. I'm literally sitting here and I love your community. I love it's just like it's
Thank you. I
so
love them too.
yes.
Love you
They
guys.
got good vibes, man. Like I'm feeling the good vibes from chat. Just seeing the support. I wish y'all could see the chat. Absolutely amazing. So how
Don't
do
make me
you?
emotional, guys.
So tell me, how do you do this? Because this definitely looks like what we would consider a safe space, a safe place in gaming for everybody to be themselves and just have a heck of a good time game. How do you make sure that and like ensure that your community stays happy, cool, peaceful, and welcoming for new people?
I think good people just get together. They just find each other. And even if you don't tell them to support each other, they just do it voluntarily within the community.
Mm-hmm.
So I think your actions speaks louder than words. Like even if I, tell them, yeah, it's
Okay.
awesome.
Well, now we also know that transitioning just a little bit, I definitely feel the love, Hector. So Hector underscore D. Hector is actually our treasurer for non-toxic gamers here. So our non-toxic gamers are here. I would assume our vice president, treasurer, and all of the board members are here. Uh,
Hello.
so now you have a good opportunity coming up now with DreamHack. You guys share, give us a little bit of details because if I'm not mistaken, you're one of their guests or something like that?
I
We can
am invited influencer for
invite.
DreamHack. Yeah,
Now tell me what does that mean for DreamHack?
it means you can play the new games that's about to come out. You get to play the so there's like DreamHack Beyond festival that is
Uh-huh.
coming up, and you get to play those games and share it with your community
Okay. Now
and work with them.
now tell me a little about or tell the chat a little bit about DreamHack Beyond. I know what's going on with it, but it's a cool thing. So if you
It
can, yeah,
is.
describe it for the chat so they understand what, and they can sign up because it's free, right?
It is free, and
Yes.
Tiger Lily, my friend Lily, she's part of DreamHack also. She's one of the content creator.
Uh huh.
And she just told me that I am on top of the list of all the people who redeemed the referral link for DreamHack ticket. It's
Uh
because of the community.
huh.
Yeah, it's so DreamHack Beyond is a digital festival. So it's a video game type. So you can create characters, you can grind gears, and you can level up. Yeah, they're right there. The link, you can check it out. The
Good
link.
stuff. Good
That's what
stuff.
I suggest. Yeah.
So think about this. So this is, I know we're going to be in person, by the way, and I may get a chance to if we're in Atlanta. So Atlanta is where we kind of got the organization off the ground. We literally became a nonprofit. Like, and then
Yeah.
literally about 25 days later, we're DreamHack Atlanta, and we ran into all these cool people, and we got
Yes.
so much love at Atlanta, and we plan to be there because DreamHack is going to be live again in the fall. So
Yeah.
we would
November,
love
right?
to. I think in November.
Yeah.
In November, we would love to sit down in person with our nice, good cameras and everything, and do a
Yes.
really good interview and catch up with you and see how things are going. So, can I possibly get a tentative commitment for a in-person interview with non-toxic gamers at DreamHack in the fall?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
Now, just to talk a little bit about it, so the way, and would you describe like DreamHack Beyond more like a RPG as far as the style of game?
I think it is more like RPG, right, Lily? Because you get to choose character and do quests
Oh, there's
and
Target
grind your
Lily.
gears. Yes. She's my fellow
MMOR.
Atlanta Stray. She's my friend here in Atlanta.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
I see the chat saying MMORPG, so which I
Yeah.
think is personally cool. So if you in my other life, I do cybersecurity and hacking and stuff like that, and so for me, there's a hacking competition they did in Christmas called KringoCon, and you basically do the same thing. You get an avatar, and you get to literally like live in this like virtual world, but you go in
Yeah.
and you get hacking challenges. And this seems like what DreamHack has done. Like you get your own avatar, and you literally get to go and explore this place and meet people and
Yeah.
connect. So I
That
really
would
think
be
they're on to
cool.
something. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I just hope that when the in persons start back, that they don't do away with this. I hope they continue to do both because
Yeah, I hope that too. Yeah.
absolutely. Now, where can they find you in DreamHack Beyond? Have you got that information on how they go, like how they're going to do with the guest streamers and guest content creators?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool. Well, they follow you; they'll be there. So I hope to be there too. We'll be looking for you.
Thank you.
And also, this video once again, like the reason I love, first of all, I love that you're so concise with your answers, but it also makes me talk a lot. so I wish you talked more because I got to fill up all the space, right? That's the hard part. But the good thing about it is you gave me some really good sound bites, so I can get the question out and I can get that. So we're going to definitely chop this up and use this. And if there's anybody else, any of your friends that also have the values, we're looking to kind of grow a network of partners. And say, well, see, Atlanta will be my. If I go to Atlanta, will you be my sugar daddy? What? I don't know what's going on in chat there.
That.
Oh my gosh. So Adriana Lynn Kendrick is my new
They're
hero.
comedy.
Well, appreciate
Yeah.
it. So but I would definitely love to continue to grow this because just to kind of let you know where we're going with this. So there's an element of this that we've got to work with gaming companies. So on my personal YouTube channel, I've done interviews with, the CEOs and stuff like that of gaming companies because I'm trying to understand because there's really nothing we can do with Activision, to be honest. Activision is
Yeah.
just too big, but that doesn't
It's
mean
so fun though. The
Oh.
Warzone is so fun and addicting.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
just, the toxicity.
Yes.
Crazy.
Well, the thing is, I've met so many awesome people playing Warzone, and it is that's another element of it that I really have struggled to come to terms with. So I absolutely know that I was addicted to Warzone. Anybody else? If you in chat, let's be honest. Go. Let's have a
Most of them.
moment
Right there.
of
All of them.
I don't know, man. I may play. Look, I may play as a part of charity, but for me, I had to literally like just walk away because, like I said, I want to grow this organization. I mean, we feel like we can make a difference in the world, right? And I think at the end of the day, she's able like you're able to make a difference through your community, and I did have a really cool community. But I feel like sometimes you have to step back and you have to kind of like step back from the keyboard or from the controller and do some things that are maybe not as fun initially, but to make a difference. And it's on my heart to really make an impact with gaming.
That's awesome.
Yes, so I love gaming. I'm definitely one of y'all. So maybe one day as a charity stream, we can maybe do do some Warzone together, something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we should play together.
Yeah, hopefully I won't suck, but I can't go too far because I get addicted again, and then I go through another 6 months of rehab, right? So
It's all about having fun.
it is. So let's make sure. And by the way, man, awesome interview. I don't know why you're nervous because you're very natural. You're very well spoken.
This is my very first interview, and I'm not used to really like talking in the interview.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's one of those things. The gaming is really hard, right? It's one of the hardest areas to grow on YouTube, Twitch, or anything. And the reality is, I've met some of my best friends because what I would do is I watched the big guys, but I would always go to the bottom of the stream and hit up the people who are not the biggest people because I was like, man, I know what it feels like when you turn on that stream and you got like what people, you got a great community. Like when I started streaming again, woo, just me. and it did build over time, but the thing is, this is a grind, and the reality is, this is not just for those of us who've done this. This is not just a game. This is actually a business. You do everything as a streamer that you do as a business person, right? So you have to build a community, you have to build your customer base, you have to deliver a consistent product. And I respect everybody that's grinded and streamed, and I respect anybody that's made it to the mountaintop and got the purple check. Like I would have liked to have a purple check.
So in the Philippines,
go ahead.
about that, about what I do. If I tell them I'm a streamer, they don't know what it is. It's not yet known career for them.
Yeah.
Like it's not that acceptable for them yet. This kind of career. So it's kind of difficult for me to explain it to them, like my IRL friends back in the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, I hate it too. I still, after all these years, my mom still doesn't know what I do.
Like, how do I explain this?
It sucks because like outside of this world, but I think it's becoming more mainstream because, Twitch is not just used for gaming anymore. You got a lot of talk shows, you got the NFL, you got NBA. Twitch is literally taking over, just pretty much kind of like what Amazon did to stores years ago. So I think there's going to be more exposure. I hope there are more things in the future. Yeah.
I'm going to show you something.
Yes. Okay. All right.
All right. Speaking of Amazon, did you just mention Amazon?
I did.
All right. I have different kind of colors.
Yes.
I have a brown one, white one, and blue one.
Wait, first, how did you get this? That's so cool. So
this is my redeem points on my channel.
Oh,
like 5,000. So if they watch my stream, they earn points and they can redeem it. And it was a Twitch Prime or something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is very cool. So
we order so much in Amazon that I gotta be creative with this bag.
Well, tell me about your setup back there. I see. I got a big shout out to Baby Yoda back there.
Yes.
Who they?
Yeah, I have this theme on my stream between Jedi and Sith. So every time they sub, donate, or bits, they have like little competition. Like 500 bits is 1 point. I think Jedi is winning. So it changes the color on my background.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, cool. The lightsaber. So if Sith wins, it turns to red.
Oh, so
and then
we're on the dark side. We Sith now.
Yes,
this is
yeah. If it's Jedi, then it's it's blue.
Wait,
go ahead.
No, I was just like, anybody else a little bit disappointed that they gave Baby Yoda the worst name in the world? Like, what is it? Grogu. Yeah, like
Grogu.
That hurt my feelings, man.
What's the name that you want it to be?
I don't know. I mean, Baby Yoda was good for me, but they had I feel you right there. Yeah, Terp. So I tell you what. So and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. If they want to find you, and believe it or not, we're right at 29 minutes and 21 seconds. Very awesome. So if they want to find you, where can they find you on social media? What social media can they find you on?
Okay, on Twitter, I am Pinay on Twitch. On Twitch, I am PINAYPrincessa. TikTok, PINAYPrincessa. And YouTube, I don't have the customized link yet. But yeah.
All right. So, and you
Mostly
say,
PINAYPrincessa.
did you say Instagram? 'Cause
Instagram. Yeah,
yeah, you
Instagram.
got your Instagram. Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. And anything else you want to share before we finish up?
Mm. Have fun and happy gaming and ignore those toxic people
All right.
online.
All right. That's good advice. So once again, thank you for taking the time to hang out with Non-Toxic Gamers. And just want to extend the invitation. If you believe that people should be able to play video games and have fun and not have to deal with the stresses of life or have to deal with people worse than the people they deal with in their schools or in their jobs, then please reach out to us. We're looking for partners. Doesn't matter whether you're in the industry, whether you're a streamer, I mean, just let us know. We're working to make a difference and hopefully to help other streamers and encourage other streamers who are up and coming to build communities as awesome as this one. Yo, she brought them in like on a channel that has been stagnant on Twitch. She brought in 38 people strong with nothing but
You
good
guys
vibes.
are so nice.
Yes, yes.
I love you all.
Yes, well, thank you, Chaff. Thank you for hanging out with Non-Toxic Gamers. And we'll see you all. If we don't go live again, which we're working to go live, just so you know, we're working to either produce the show twice a month, and then if as we grow it, maybe more often. But this is going to be the format. We're looking to talk with streamers, not necessarily be another gaming channel, nothing like that. We're literally looking to talk to people. So if you got friends out there and they want to come on the show, then by all means, send them our way, and I will definitely show them love. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and don't forget to subscribe because this will be on YouTube on the Non-Toxic Gamers YouTube channel.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So we're going to stop the recording